So now I don't ask my body, what do you want? What I ask is, God, what is your will for this body? So even though what I want to do is sleep, if the will of God is that I need to spend some time in prayers, I take advantage of his mercy and then I begin to pray. And when I start, I may doze off a little bit, but I get up. And mind you, how we do this one, that's why it is called present. How we do this one is that kind of time, you don't pray on your bed. You don't pray on your bed. You say, God, give me grace to pray. That's not how this one works. You present. You are the one that will bring the body and say, body, say, God, take over me, take over me, take over me. Let me just pray. He doesn't take over you. You will present. And the way you will present is that you will stand up from the bed. Have you ever prayed before and you hit your head on the wall? As a living sacrifice. Because the only thing you can see is your bed. So you decide to walk out of the room and you go to the parlor. And you are praying. And you are praying. But the sleep is stronger than you. So when you are walking, you now crash the wall. You are not seeing angels those times. No. The prayer is not sweet, but he said pray. So you are praying. Those kinds of things you do when you want to read and you know there's an exam and you have not read. Yes. They are the kind of things we should do when we want to pray and you know that this is what God wants you to do and you have not prayed. If you have really read, you will know those things we talk about. You will know how to read. It's those days it used to work. It's like it doesn't work again because we are in the last days. You put water in a basin and put your legs inside. It was working before. But in the last days, things have changed. Even sleep now has COVID. We had COVID-19, now we have 20, and I think there's 21 also. The team, is it mutation or something? Even this sleep has mutated. So sleep now doesn't yield to water. In fact, now if you put water in it's as if you are sleeping in a swimming pool. Then you take coffee. The only time coffee worked for me in school was the first time I drank it. After the first time I drank coffee, that I did not sleep. The next time I drank coffee, it's like that's what even made me sleep. So we present. You take advantage of everything. I heard Daddy Kumuyi one time said something about the fact that sometimes when he wants to pray and then it's in the night and he's feeling very sleepy, he doesn't pray walking around, he doesn't pray in his room, he doesn't pray on the chair, he goes to the staircase and he's walking on the stairs to pray. You know, that one adds a different consciousness. Because you know you cannot give up now. If you see something in the spirit now, you may be in the hospital, so you have to be. So at that point you are walking on the staircase, so the eyes will be clear. You present. As a living sacrifice. What that means is that you come to a place where you deny your body, yourself, its right of will, and you hand it over to God. And Paul is saying that I beseech you, brethren, because I know what this thing does. When a man comes to that place where he makes himself a living sacrifice, that man becomes an altar upon whom God can invade the territory. I beseech you, brethren. God is looking for altars, but these altars must be littered with sacrifice. And that sacrifice is a man who has denied himself the right of will. So fire can invade the territory. It must be a man, it's not a goat. Your money is not the sacrifice, it must be a man. Somebody Somebody must come there where he yields his members. A generation must rise that will give up their right of will. All of these things that we see happening around, all of this love of pleasure, more than love, the love we have for God, is what is driving us to mess up. You go to places and then you hear how youths are getting pregnant anyhow. And you are asking questions. What is wrong?